Hi, I'm Phil Hall for What Digital Camera with our review of the Fujifilm X100S, the follow-up to Fujifilm's popular X100. The X100S now features Fujifilm's very clever X-Trans CMOS sensor with a 16 megapixel resolution. First saw it on the X Pro 1, but this new version now includes phase detect pixels actually on the sensor. So this gives the X100S a clever hybrid AF system. It's improved over the X100, but it still struggles in low light and low contrast situations and could be better. The X100S retains the 23mm f2 prime lens that we saw on the X100, and it's a quality optic. It delivers a 35mm focal length equivalent of 35mm, and wide open, it's very sharp at the centre. Stop it down further and you'll be rewarded with incredibly sharp images until f16. The X100S builds on the clever hybrid viewfinder that we saw on the X100, but with an increase in resolution on the electronic viewfinder. It's now 2.36 million dots, and it's noticeable when you compose shots that it's a crisper resolution, so much so that we didn't even use the optical viewfinder that much. The X100S retains the same 2.8-inch screen at the rear of the camera as the X100, with the same resolution of 460,000 dots, which is disappointing on a camera of this price. It doesn't include a touchscreen either, but then it's no surprise on the target audience that this camera is aimed at. There's no getting away from the fact that the X100S is a lovely looking camera that really does linger in the mind. This is backed up with a stunning build quality and feel, thanks to the magnesium alloy top plate and bottom plate, a nice tactile feel around the side of the camera. The only thing really letting the feel of the X100S down is the rear scroll wheel. It's quite plasticky and it does feel quite cheap. With only shutter priority, aperture priority, program and manual modes, the X100S really does feel like a focused photographic tool, with all controls falling easily to the hand. The inclusion of a quick menu on the X100S is a real bonus, as it allows for really quick adjustments of core shooting settings. Not only that, but the interface and menu system have also been revised, so it's a lot quicker and easier to use all round than the X100. The X100S's auto white balance delivered well-balanced images in both daylight and artificial light conditions, while the detail available is some of the best we've seen on a compact. Perhaps thanks to the lack of AA filter, the camera manages to resolve detail on a similar level to the full-frame Sony RX1. At low ISOs, images are smooth and noise is largely absent. Only starts to impinge on the image above ISO 800 and only really becomes apparent at ISO 3200, but there's still a decent amount of detail rendered. Shooting at ISO 6400 and the results display an almost film-like image noise structure, while detail does suffer slightly. Images are still more than usable. Above that, and the JPEG-only files do deteriorate. While it may not be a massive leap on from the X100, the X100S improves on most of the areas it needed to, while still retaining the charm that made us fall in love with the X100 in the first place. It's one of the best compact cameras we've seen, and for the full review, go to whatdigitalcamera.com.